In this video, I make this bowl out of a red oak stump. I really enjoyed that project. I loved making this bowl. I love making things that I can actually use, but I also learned a lot. One of the things I learned was my choice of wood. I wanted to make a bowl that I could actually use. I wanted to make like a salad bowl. And so I ended up using a wax, food-safe finish on the bowl, hoping that I could use it that way. The problem is that this red oak stump, and red oak in general, is a porous wood. And so some of the wax got into kind of the nooks and crannies, and it actually had some mold growth. And I think part of the reason it had some mold growth too was that the stump itself wasn't properly treated. It was left out in the elements for a few months. The end grain wasn't sealed, and so it actually had some mold growing on the stump itself. Now I cut all those bits off, but the wood inside was still a little bit wet and moist. And so as I put the wax on, it kind of trapped some of that moisture in, and that's what caused the mold growth. So in the future, I want to try a different kind of wood. I want to prepare it properly and make it a little bit better. Another thing that I learned was the importance of the proper tools. Now, the tools that I used were great, but the problem was the tool rest. I don't know if you noticed, but at the very end of the video, I was kind of struggling to keep the gouge in as I was kind of gouging out the center of the bowl. And the tool kind of skipped a little bit. The reason for that is that my tool rest was a straight tool rest. They do make bowl tool rests that kind of curve in that allow you to hold the tool closer to where you're gouging. And that makes it much steadier, much easier to gouge out the center of the bowl. And so if you look closely at my bowl, you'll see some tool marks. It made kind of an interesting design, but it's not supposed to look like that. It's supposed to be flat. So that's another thing I learned. But again, I really enjoyed this project, and I plan on making more. I hope that you enjoyed this video too. I hope that you liked watching me make something. I hope that you learned something from it. And if you did enjoy it, if you did learn something, I hope that you hit that like button. I hope that you also subscribe to my channel if you haven't already to see more great videos like this in the future. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you soon.